To the road I'm no stranger, for you there's no danger, so hop like a bird on me old jaunting car. Such were the last two lines from the chorus of Beautiful Eileen, later to be known as Eileen O'Grady. This waltzing little ballad was composed by an Irishman with an odd-sounding surname, Michael or Mike Richard Nono. The son of Monsieur Charles Louis Nono and Ellen Byrne, Mike Nono was born on the 15th of September 1873 in Ennis, County Clare. How his parents came to live in Ireland is in itself an interesting story. In the 1850s, Monsieur C.L. Nono, who hailed from the Belgian town of Roulers, moved to England to work as an organist and professor of music. And while working in Lancashire, he met a 20-year-old Liverpool girl, Ellen Byrne, whom he subsequently married on the 22nd of June 1858 at Blackstock Street Catholic Church in Liverpool. Little else is known of Ellen, save to say that she was described by the Northern Daily Times as the daughter of Mr. Byrne, cattle salesman. In 1859, when Charles Louis Nono was appointed organist to Ennis Cathedral, the couple moved to Clare and set up home in Jail Street, now O'Connell Street, in Ennis. We know from numerous newspaper reports that Mike Nono and his brother Donat were singing and dancing from an early age. Monsieur C.L. Nono, known locally as Mons, supplemented his income by teaching music from home. Apart from conducting the Glee Choir and the Ennis Amateur Brass Band, Mons also tuned pianos for families in Ennis, Lahinch, Milltown and Lisdoonvarna. Having spent 36 years playing the organ at the cathedral, Mons died on the 17th of July 1895, his son Donat succeeding him as organist. Meanwhile, Mike Nono decided to become a music hall star. A proficient pianist and songwriter, he wrote and performed his own comic sketches, one of his first public appearances being in November 1896 at a charity concert in Kilrush. The Kilrush Herald recording that Mike convulsed the house with laughter. On the 24th of June 1901, Mike Nono married in Ennis a local girl named Mary Frances or Minnie Spellacy, daughter of shop owner Patrick Spellacy. Mike and Mary subsequently moved to Bray, County Wicklow, where in 1903 Mike joined the Pierrot Troupe, a team of actors and singers managed by entertainment impresario Frank Cox. Intent on going it alone, Mike left the troupe behind, and in 1914 the Romantic Irishman with the Twinkling Feet was performing at the most prestigious theatres in Ireland and in England. The London Observer published a cartoon of the entertainer sitting at his piano and smiling. The arrival in 1926 of the Irish radio station 2RN gave Mike Nono the perfect opportunity of reaching even larger audiences. Having accepted an invitation from the station's directors to present his own series of Songs at the Piano between 9:50 and 10 p.m. on the 12th of November 1929, Mike treated his listeners to 4 of his self-penned songs: Little Cottage in Clare, Mary Muldoon and Nora. It's worth noting that he opened this particular programme with Beautiful Eileen, which told the amusing story of a jaunting car driver, Barney Malone, who tries with all his might to win over the affections of Eileen O'Grady. In the summer of 1932, Mike recorded 3 discs for the Decca label, number F2942, featuring Beautiful Eileen and another Nono composition, Maggie Malone. All 3 records available to buy at Solomon and Peers in Belfast and in Dublin. More recordings of his songs would follow, such as the Ballymaquilty Band and What Part of Old Ireland Do You Come From? Mike Nono developed a debilitating illness, the details of which are unclear, but it was to prove fatal. Leaving a wife, 3 sons and 5 daughters behind, he died in his 70th year on the 6th of December 1942 at number 11 Wolseley Road, London, N8. Mary Nono, who managed to reach the grand old age of 88, died in 1962 in Woking, Surrey. And so began the mystery surrounding intellectual property. We can say with certainty that Mike Nono composed, performed and recorded Beautiful Eileen, but it is possible that he sold the rights to his song, perhaps for a pittance. This could explain why, in the late 1940s or early 1950s, some unnamed music industry mogul decided to rebrand and sell Beautiful Eileen as Eileen O'Grady, the composer's name cited as Will E. Cormack. Even further back in time, 1934 to be exact, Eileen O'Grady was rendered to disc for the Regal Zonophone label. Though Mike Nono is not credited as the composer, it was sung by Barney O'Leary, a stage name used by Dr. Samuel Greenfield, a medical practitioner based in Belfast.
Now Eileen O'Grady, the real Irish lady, I'm longing to call her my own. I'll not be contented till she has consented to be Mrs. Barney Malone.
2019 saw the publication of The Notable Nonos, a book by Galan de Reg, which charts the fascinating history of the Nono family in Europe and in Ireland. And so ends the story of Michael Richard Nono's Beautiful Eileen. There's a sweet little lady named Eileen O'Grady. I wish I could call her my own. And I won't be contented till she has consented to be Mrs. Barney Malone. I first met this treasure out walking at pleasure, alone on a bright summer's day. Without any warning, the top of the morning, I just said to her right away, Come, come, beautiful Eileen, out for a drive with me. Over the mountain and down by the fountain, home through the valley, dear, won't it be lovely? Don't be unkind, make up your mind on a drive to Castlebar. To the road I'm no stranger, for you there's no danger, so hop like a bird on me old jaunting car. Now Eileen said, no sir, with you I won't go sir, don't think it ungrateful of me, but I'd rather go walking than to have people talking, for you know what the story will be. I then whispered, Jewel, ach, don't be so cruel, to treat me this way is a shame. Give over your blarney and say you're my Barney, and don't keep me waiting in vain. Ah, come, come, beautiful Eileen, out for a drive with me. Over the mountain and down by the fountain, home through the valley, dear, won't it be lovely? Don't be unkind, make up your mind on a drive to Castlebar. To the road I'm no stranger, for you there's no danger, so hop like a bird on the old jaunting car. When at last she consented, I felt quite contented. For me 'twas a moment of bliss, as we drove through Killarney, and without any blarney, from Eileen I stole a sweet kiss. We both sat together like birds of a feather. Well, whisper, I'll tell you what said. She promised, begorra, to share all me sorrow, so to her I'll sing when we are wed. Ah, come, come, beautiful Eileen, out for a drive with me. Over the mountain and down by the fountain, home through the valley, dear, won't it be lovely? And don't be unkind, make up your mind on a drive to Castlebar. To the road I'm no stranger, for you there's no danger, so hop like a bird on me old jaunting car.